Hey, my name is Joe from trainoutofpain.com. I'm a health coach, personal trainer, sleep coach, and I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia in 2015 after having symptoms for 4 years that doctors just couldn't explain. If you're watching this video, then somebody that you love has fibromyalgia as well and wants you to have a better understanding about what we go through on a daily basis. The Mayo Clinic categorizes fibromyalgia as having widespread musculoskeletal pain accompanied by fatigue, sleep, and mood issues. It is an invisible illness, meaning we do not look sick. However, I can assure you, anyone that has been diagnosed with fibromyalgia is a very sick human being. It is a chronic illness, meaning it is something that we deal with on a daily basis. It's something that completely runs our lives and not by choice. It's consistently inconsistent, meaning we can wake up and feel good one day and then 2 hours later we feel like a truck has hit us. We can be able to use our hands today and tomorrow we can't even twist off a water bottle cap. We feel like the shell of a human being. We have a body, but it's hard for us to use it. Our bodies have betrayed us in a way that is really hard for us to be able to explain. We don't get good sleep, and it affects our mood greatly. Sure, we can be grumpy, we can be grouchy, but it's because we don't sleep. And when we do, it is not recovery sleep. It is not rejuvenating sleep. And that also affects our memory. And it gives us something that we deal with on a daily basis that we call brain fog. And the only way I can really explain brain fog is if you've ever been intoxicated, it's like feeling intoxicated without feeling all the good things that intoxication can make you feel if you're into that. It's frustrating because we'll be in the middle of a conversation and completely lose our track of thought, completely forget what we're talking about. And it's really frustrating because we deal with it on a daily basis. We feel weak. We feel overwhelming fatigue to the point that even sometimes eating a meal can make us want to have to lay down and rest. Yes, even eating a meal. We really want to be social. We want to be able to go out and have a good time with our friends. But there's something that you need to understand. There are days when even getting dressed is an overwhelming task for us. We're talking putting one pant leg on and it takes 5 more minutes to put the other on because we're constantly fatigued and we're in a lot of pain that we just can't affect in very many ways, unfortunately. And with us not being able to be as social as we like, that causes depression, that causes anxiety because we're not able to go out with loved ones. We're not able to have a good time with loved ones because we don't want to be a downer. We don't want to be constantly frowning. We want to be able to have a good time, but it's hard. And that gives us some anxiety because we are really hopeful for the future, but we just don't know what the future brings when every day is a constant struggle. I can promise you, we are not lazy. We're not faking anything. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't believe that this is a real condition, including some physicians. And the worst thing that you can say to us is that it's all in our heads, because it's definitely not. The pain that we feel is very real. The pain and the fatigue that we feel on a daily basis is overwhelming and completely runs our lives. What we need from you is we need patience, we need loving kindness, and we need tenderness. We're slow, we need a lot of rest, but I promise you, we are trying. Thank you. Now, the rest of this video is for our spouses. This is a tough one because we have good days and we have bad days. And there's something that gets really affected by this condition, our moods, but our desire to be intimate with our loved ones, it takes a back seat, unfortunately, when we are in pain and we're constantly fatigued. Most of us don't have much of a libido anymore. And when we are intimate, it hurts, and it hurts a lot. And being in pain while you're trying to be intimate with your loved one is a very hard pill to swallow. It has nothing to do with you. We're still attracted to you. We still love you. We still want to be intimate with you. But please just try to be patient and as understanding as possible, knowing that it's something that we're missing from our lives, but it's hard to recover when you're constantly in pain, you're constantly fatigued, and it just completely runs your life. I want you to know that it is not your job to heal us. We want you by our side. We want you supporting us, but it is not your job to be the doctor, okay? That's really important for you to understand. Now, we need you to be supportive in that we're probably going to need some help with daily chores. We're definitely going to need you to go to our doctor's appointments with us. That way you can kind of see what we go through. What a lot of us go through is a lot of frustration. We see a lot of physicians and we don't get answers. And even when we get a diagnosis, there's still not a lot of answers for us. There's still not a lot of answers about why we ended up in this condition, and that is extremely frustrating for us. So as our spouses, I want you to know that we don't expect you to understand, but please be patient and please be supportive, because that's what we really need. Thank you for watching my video. Take care.